Hey, we are here at the Smith Welch Library for the Chip Baker All Things Are Possible exhibit reveal. I'm so excited. Let's go get it. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Let's go. Go get it. All right, so we're gonna get it started. Miss Leslie here. First off, this wasn't even on the plan. I just gotta say thank y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for who each of you have been to me. I'm truly grateful, and I want to make sure that I start with that. You could have been anywhere today, but you chose to be here. And for that, I'm truly grateful for that. So now we'll get back to the script. All right.
Let's get into it.
Let's get it.
So my name is Leslie Davis, and I'm honored to be here representing our good friend and family member, Mr. Chip Baker, in the reveal of the All Things Are Possible exhibit. So let's clap it up for Chip one good time, because this is a celebration. This is a celebration and a lesson to all people that all things are possible. Now, a little background in history on our fellow brother. Chip Baker, born to Raven and Wanda Baker, Chip moved to his mom's hometown of Hearn, Texas at the age of 5. Hearn is where he was raised and spent his childhood up until the time he graduated high school and went off to college. A young boy with big dreams, who once sat at the stoop of 608 West Brigham Street in Hearn, Texas, dreaming and envisioning of what life would hold for him one day. To his surprise, he is walking in his purpose and using the special gifts he has received from God to benefit others. His desire to speak, teach, and write reaches the hearts of the young and the old, and his selfless acts of kindness do not go unnoticed. He influences individuals, such as myself, to go get it and stay on the right path. Despite the obstacles and trials that come along with success, Chip expresses that none of us are immune to growing through tough things, and in the midst of the storm, you have to find the blessings and lessons and grow from them. The versatility of the many gifts he shares, Chip's platform is long and spreads wide. He is paving the way and giving so many people the opportunity to reach their full potential. He is the mastermind behind the Success Chronicles and offers all the tools and advice that will equip us to be successful in life. As we are gathered here in celebration of the All Things Are Possible exhibit reveal, our brother has proven that hard work, dedication, and faith in God will open doors and present many opportunities. Let's give it up for Chip Baker.
Dwayne Price.
Okay, so now Chip is going to give us a little talk on the process of his career.
So just talk about my journey.
Yes, your journey. Then we're going to question and answers.
Okay. All right. So just a little bit about my journey. I'll go back like she said. Born in Dallas, Texas. Raised in Hearn. Moved here when I was 5. My mom raised here. Went to East Side Elementary. We'll take you back a little bit. Yeah. Blackshear Elementary, Hearn Junior High. The old Hearn Junior High. And then Hearn High School. From there, went on to West Texas A&M University. There I got my bachelor's, played football there. Graduated from West Texas A&M, went to Conroe Independent School District there. I started teaching and coaching. Started at Peak Junior High, went over to Washington Junior High, opened that up. Then got the opportunity to go to Oak Ridge High School. I was there for not even a complete year. Had a good run with our football team there. Then I went to Conroe High School, where I was the offensive line coach, head powerlifting coach, taught special education. Did that for 12 years. Then I had the opportunity to come back to my hometown, be head coach, athletic director here. Truly grateful for that opportunity. Then was here 2 years, then went back to Conroe ISD, to Oak Ridge High School, where I continued to coach for 4 more years, and then teach. I've been teaching for 4 years after that. So, wow, 24 years in education. Taught 20 of those years. Truly been a blessing. About 8 years ago, started a YouTube channel, Chip Baker, The Success Chronicles. And what I do is I just interview people from all walks of life and share their stories for positive inspiration and motivation. And really my goal was to just share the stories of others. Like, I love learning. I love investing in others. I love all things technology. So I just put all of those loves together and made the Success Chronicles, and here we are 8 years later. Crazy. I've been blessed to interview some really cool people, talk to some really neat folks. Started writing books a little over 5 years ago, and that has really been a neat journey to the date. 17, 18, we're dropping another one today that's not even out, and I'll tell y'all a little bit about that. But it's been a cool journey that brings me to where we are now. And so this, for me to be here today, to do the All Things Are Possible exhibit here in my hometown at the Smith Welch Library in my hometown, I'm truly grateful. Did I say in my hometown? Yes. Okay, I said that. Yeah, okay, I meant that. Right? And I'm truly grateful to be able to have the opportunity to do that, because it means so much to me. And just, seeing the faces here, every one of you that are here, you have invested in me. Right? You have helped make me who I am. And for that, I'm truly grateful. Right? And so I just wanted to make sure that, again, I say thank you. No, you stand. No, I'm good. I stand.
Okay, so now we're going to get into questions and answers. Some questions that we probably are all wondering about Mr. Baker. And once I get done with my questions, then we can open the floor up and y'all can ask some questions as well.
And we'll do questions for like 10 minutes so they have time.
So the first question,
I guess I'll
Mr. Baker. So we all know that you are an influential person who loves to inspire and encourage people to go get it. But what is your why? What drives you to do what you do?
What drives me to do what I do? I think the first thing is, as all of you here that know me know, I was raised by a great family of church folk. Amen. Amen. Come on, somebody. Amen. Lights. No. I was raised by a family of church folk and educators. And so for me, what that means is, we were taught in our house and through our family to give service. Right? And so for me, I know what it feels like for people to just pour into you. I know what it feels like for people to just love you. I know what it feels like for people to just look out for you and take care of you, even when you may feel you're not deserving of that, right? And so for me, my why is to strive to give that to others that I've been blessed to be around in my life. And so that's what drives me. My goal is to, make those people that have invested and poured into me, just to make them proud. And that's my why.
Okay, nice, love it. So with you growing up with a family of educators, we see what type of, how it played for your adulthood. In your childhood, how did that play a role? Being in the house with educators.
A discipline. My mama didn't play. That's the first one. Just strict discipline. And, I believe that, discipline allows you the freedom to be happy. A lot of times we look at discipline, especially as a kid, mean mama or like those people they don't know. Well, they're a little older than you, they know, right? I just probably need to listen and do what that lady tell me to do, right? And so I think for me in my life, it instilled discipline in me. Again, like I said earlier, it allowed me to strive to live a life of service, right? Because there's a lot of things that I was voluntold to do. Right. I was like, boy, we going over here, go get the bags, like, you get up over here, but I had, no, come on, let's go, like, voluntold. There's a lot of things that I was voluntold to do, but again, it falls back to the service piece. We had that conversation yesterday about, having, kids that, like, they see the service, and they see what it's like to give the service. Man, I remember just being around town, and people would see my mom, and they would smile. Like, she wouldn't even see them, but they would see her, and they would smile, right? And so to me, that showed me, like, man, that's important to have those kind of connections. And so that's what it's been for me.
Love it. Okay, so with an outstanding total of 17 books, which
Crazy.
Which book is your favorite and why?
Man, that's a loaded question, Miss Leslie.
I want to give you a challenge.
Yeah, you can. That's definitely a challenge. I think the first thing is it's hard for me to pick my favorite because, truthfully, I'm just grateful to be an author. Right. So like for me, like I tell this like to people when I speak too. Like sometimes like when I introduce myself, I always pause when I get to the part when I talk about me being an author. Because I mean, like I wasn't around authors, you know, and so just the ability to be like a real author, like in a real book, like a few real books, like you open the thing up, it got an ISBN number in it, like real books, right? And so I think I'm grateful to have all of them, but I think probably the one that stands out for me, like the Impact of Influence, is cool because it's collaborative books, you know, powerful people that we're all connected, we do great things together. But I think Stay on the Right Path means so much to me. It's my kids' book, and it's my hope is that it'll be passed down in my family for the kids coming up in my family to see what it's like to be successful. And I think, I mean, I hope I hit the challenge there.
You hit the challenge.
Okay, good.
You didn't really go into which one is your favorite. You just kind of went through all of them.
Yeah.
So what was your experience like publishing that first book?
The experience to publish the first book, I think it's like anything, new. I didn't have a clue on how to do it, but through the podcast, I got connected with a guy, and what I didn't know is he and his buddy, they did self-publishing. They had a self-publishing group, and then they kind of taught me the process on how to do it. And so it was really neat, you know, just kind of walk me through the process. And what that's allowed me to do is to learn some things, and now I can help guide some other people in that way as well. So.
Okay, so which book was the most challenging to write and why?
I don't think any of them were really challenging because when I speak, when I write, I feel that I can only, like I'm a genuine cat, right? I'm just like, what you get from Chip is what you're going to get from Chip, right? And so for me, I feel like I can only speak or write about things that I've experienced. Right. So it really wasn't a challenge because I'm just sharing stories. I'm just sharing my experiences. You know, and of course, you know, there's always learning, you know, different process. I got some of my teachers in there that really taught me. You know, there's processes of how you do things, you know. And of course, you know, learning all of that stuff, I had a great background in some of that. But I don't think it was challenging.
Okay. So with so many books and your collaboration with different authors, is it challenging to have so many different authors and people from all over to collaborate with?
No way. Like that's not a challenge. I think one of my former pastors said this quote. This, when I heard it, it gave me chills. He said, "Life moves at the speed of our relationships." I'm gonna give you that one again. Life moves at the speed of our relationships. And I think, you know, you think about those people that are doing amazing things in the world, they have great relationships, right? They have great people pouring into them. They have great people investing in them in their life, right? Those people that you know, are not doing so well, they probably need to have better people like in their life to make sure that they're disciplined, like my mama, boy, you better, right? Make sure they have better people in their life to help guide them and lead them. So I don't see it as a challenge. I see it as a blessing. I see it as a blessing because it allows us to learn and grow together and provide opportunities for one another and learn and grow. And, you know, you're one of the co-authors in the book as well. You know, we've had opportunities to do interviews at different places and do different things. They've all been bestsellers and just all of those kind of things. I think collaboration comes from those great relationships, which actually leads to ultimate growth.
I love it. And I'm going to piggyback off of that. It's all about who you surround yourself with. You know, that plays a lot in the success growth. And I surround myself with Chip because Chip is always encouraging me. And when he told me to speak and, you know, the host, and I was like, why me? Like, he believed in me enough to put me up here. And when I was up here talking, I was shaking. I know y'all seen it all in my legs and stuff. But it's good to surround yourself with people who make you feel comfortable and know your growth.
Yeah, you know, that makes me think of, like I said, talking about being in church, growing up. there were some things that Mom would say, boy, you gonna give service. You gonna either be an usher, with an R, right? Usher. You gonna either be an usher or you gonna sing in the choir. Well, I don't know about singing in the choir, because I left that to Brother Sims. Because she always try to make me sing, man. Mama always try to make me sing. But no, I decided to be an usher, right? And so just giving service to that piece. So it takes me back to that service piece.
Okay, so if you could offer any advice to someone who wants to be an author, what advice would you give them?
3 words: go get it. It's that simple. Make it happen. And really, that's not just a book, but that's anything in life. Your maximum growth is on the other side of your toughest challenges. Let me give you that one again. In anything we do in our life, our maximum growth is on the other side of those toughest challenges. So like when I said go get it, like I mean, hey, push through, continue to work your tail off, do it the right way, treat people right, help others, because once you work through that, man, on the other side of that, you'll surprise yourself with some of the things that you'll accomplish in your life. And I can say that because I'm a true testament. I'm the evidence and the research of that. Right? So just go get it.
Love it.
Yeah.
So, being an educator, a coach, author, and public speaker, you have accomplished so much thus far in your career. What has been the biggest challenge in your career?
The biggest challenge in my career, I think, just thinking on that, it makes me think all the way back, like in my life, mom had us involved in lots. Played 4 sports for 4 years, was expected to have great grades, taking those things that I learned on to college and having my own firsthand experience and applying those things, because that's where life change happens, in the application. One of my pastors says that, he's in the back, life change happens in the application. But applying those things, and then going into my career, working long hours, doing things. But the word that comes up for me is sacrifice, right? There's been people in my life that have loved me unconditionally, and they've made sacrifices for me to be able to do the things that I love, right? And for that's been the toughest thing, because that goes into time, right? So because I've done the things that I love, my family, the people that have invested in me, they may not have been able to get the time that I felt they deserved, right? Because I was wholeheartedly into the giving service, but they understood that. But from my end, it's tough for me because I know the sacrifice that they have made for me. So I think for me, that's really been the only challenge. I'll just say this, as a coach, especially when my son was young, I put him to sleep on a Wednesday evening, and I wouldn't see him awake until Saturday afternoon, right? And people don't know that, right? People that's outside that don't have a clue on the procedures and how things work, they don't know that. They just see the Friday night, right? But what they don't know is, I ain't seen my son in 2 days awake. So, for me, that has been the toughest challenge in my career.
It was sacrifice. It's a blessing to have a supportive system around you, and for your family to be supportive, but you're not seeing your son for a couple of days too. So it's good to have that family support.
You gotta have that family support, and I'm grateful for that.
All right now. So now we're going to open up the floor to some questions. Who have some questions for Mr. Baker? I know somebody got some
y'all
questions.
Come on now, give me something. I love it. Let's shoot. Give me something. Man, it's so good. I'm gonna say this while y'all thinking of a question. It's so good to see all of you guys here. Man, it makes my heart so happy. Thank y'all so much. What you got, Jan?
Good morning. First of all, thank you for being here and pouring back into your communities.
Yes, ma'am.
We're very grateful to have you here, to not forget about us.
Come on.
Oh, you'll never forget about us. My question to you is, with all that you've accomplished thus far, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I know that there's always more. You're visionary. So there's always something more. What's going to be your next project you'll work on in the next 5 years?
Man, that's a good question. My hope is that, like it's been so far, like all of this stuff that we're doing, I never would have imagined that. My hope is that it continues to be things that I never could imagine, which that's going to be backed by work too, right? To get there, but love to be doing more speaking and traveling. I do corporate leadership stuff. I do some of that as well. More books for sure. We're actually probably by the end of this year we'll probably have over 20 books. So got a couple. We're doing the Impact of Influence Volume 7. That'll be out in April. We're actually dropping It's Not About Me. My guy Charles Woods right here, he's a visionary author in that, and we're actually releasing that today. So we're gonna try to get y'all a link if y'all can we'll figure that out before we leave today. So y'all can we're doing the bestseller run, so that'd be awesome to do that. But yeah, just continuing to have growth. I don't want to be the same Chip today as I was yesterday, right? So just taking those incremental steps each day to be the best version of myself. Thank you so much for your love and support. I appreciate that. You had something up here? You had a question?
Well, Chip, I want to thank you for coming
Yes, ma'am.
to your roots
Yes, ma'am.
here in Hearn. We're very proud of Hearn. And I recall your mother.
Yeah.
Oh, your mother had a wonderful smile, always smiling.
Yeah.
And even strangers, as we walked downtown Hearn, she
Yeah.
would smile. And I recall she taught piano lessons, and I took my son, and she helped inspire my son to do jazz piano.
That's awesome.
Did you ever pick up piano lessons?
I did. I had no choice, I think. With my mom and my grandmother. My grandmother had the music store downtown. My grandfather, Alonzo Johnson, they had the music store downtown. She taught lessons as well. So I did do that for a little while. I still got a couple skills. I can do a little something. Not major, but a little something. But then as I got into school, we did band. I played the trombone, did drums in church, did that. But then I got the bug of the athletics. And then the bug of the athletics kind of took over that. And I wish I would have continued the piano training. That's a good question. What you got?
In your journey and decided to become an author, were there any given time where you felt like you couldn't do it, and what did you do what inspired you and what motivated you to keep going?
So what inspired me and motivated me to keep going, I think I'll take that not even from the author perspective, but I'll just take that from the perspective of life, the perspective of striving to achieve great things. I think for me, I just have allowed myself to tap into my why, right? Like why am I doing this, right? Like what is the purpose of me doing this? And for me, I feel that like the big man has blessed me with some talents and some abilities, and I'll be selfish to keep those to myself, right? And so I feel that I'm blessed to be a blessing. And so in that manner, like I don't know, maybe a conviction is the word. I can't keep that to myself, man. I got to help somebody. I guess that's just the way I was taught, because I knew what that looked like from my family, but also I knew what that felt like from a lot of you people here.
Yes.
Right? So a lot of you people here have given me that, and I know what that felt like. And so my goal is to just return the favor to those people that I come in contact with. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
We love your appreciation of educators and education. Many educators.
Yes. Yes. So I'm gonna do this. If you were one of my teachers, can you please stand? Or raise your hand if you're standing. Yes. Yeah. Let's give him a hand, please. Yes. Right. And then also in the crowd, I got some mamas and dads too that helped raise me as well. And thank you guys so much for being. I'm not gonna ask y'all to stand because y'all just relax, okay? But I definitely want to make sure I say thank you. And then another group I want to acknowledge, the impact of influence. If you are an impact of influence author, please raise your hand or stand because I want you guys to see them. So she's one right here, Manny Trujillo, Chris Holmes right here, and Charles Woods. My sister Alicia, I wasn't looking over here, I'm sorry, and my sister, so I want to make sure, and Leslie, I'm looking in the crowd, y'all, sorry. Hey, I always need help, I'm good, am I right? Okay, good, all right. So I want to make sure that if you purchased a book, and they're in the books, hey, please have them sign your books, get pictures with them as well, because they're doing amazing stuff. So, good stuff.
Okay, so what you all have been anticipating, it's time to reveal the exhibit. The exhibit is so nice. Y'all make sure y'all bring y'all family back, y'all kids, because Chip has really been a blessing. And this is going to inspire so many people in the community. So we can get y'all to line up and we're going to give y'all a walkthrough.
And if you don't mind, let me kind of just talk about something. I know a couple people have purchased books. If you purchase a book, I want to make sure, if you have me, I love to sign it. Every book, I want to sign it, okay, if you have me. And take a picture, all right? So if you like to do that, what we'll do is like the table, the line will be on this side, and you'll run this way. When we do the exhibit, we'll line everybody up here. You just stay to the right. We'll wrap around, and then the impact of influence authors will be mingling amongst you guys. So please, get them to sign your books and take pictures. And as you go, you'll check out the exhibit right there and just go around and stay to the right. Also, my niece is doing some videos. So if you have some Chip Baker stories, if you have some experiences or something that you want to share, my niece is right on the other side of this wall doing some video. If you want to send a shout out, encouragement, or whatever, something I need to hear, a little funny, whatever, please do that. We good on that? All right, so again, I want to say thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for pouring into me. Thank you guys for helping make me be the person that I am today. That's why I'm so passionate about giving to my hometown. That's why we're here, right? And so again, I want to say thank you for that. And if there's ever anything that I can do to be of service, to be of help, you got me.
So let's give it up for Chip one more time.
Go get it.